Okay, hi everyone, Fox 19 now. First Alert Meteorologist Anna DuVall here with your forecast update on the 3:30 mark here. So this is what we're looking out for right now, those heavier snow bands starting to make their way into the tri-state. These are going to be the heaviest of what we'll see here over the next several hours. Again, that inch per hour precipitation rate is what we're expecting, and you can see those darker bands here as they start to enter the tri-state. You're seeing some of those in the Cincinnati metro, Lawrenceburg, Randolph area, and then you can see Brooksville, Flemingsburg, Lexington is seeing those heavier pockets as well, and you can see those coming from Illinois, Indiana, and making their way into the tri-state here in that bigger picture. If you have any questions, comments, leave them here. I see them all. I see your comment, Julian. What it happens is there's going to be a big boom overnight. Again, an inch per hour is what we're expecting in the next hour or so here. And so that will really accumulate. Just remember that we're seeing snow even 18 hours from now. It's just going to continue snowing here. So just something to watch out for. Yes, 3 inches in some areas. Some places are seeing pretty light snow for the time being, but again, those heavier bands are on the way, and we'll see those heavier bands enter the area. Yes, and we are talking about thunder snow as well. Here's what it looks like on North College Hill. Again, you're seeing that snow still coming down here, making this golf course almost look like flat terrain. When will the snow stop? Flying back Monday morning. Rob, I see your question here. The snow is going to be done around 7 o'clock tomorrow. That's when it will start tapering out of the area. Yeah, the snow is coming down pretty heavily at the moment. You can see that here, even having some visibility issues. And again, the road's completely covered in snow. You can't even see where a path of anything would have driven through here, and we're about at 2.5, almost 3 inches here in the Cincinnati area. And again, this is going to continue to increase over the next couple of hours. I want to go ahead and show you guys that timeline. Things have changed. We did get a new update, so I'm going to break this new update down to you guys here. We aren't going to change the totals yet, but in the next hour or so, you could probably see a snowfall totals update. When Catherine and Aaron get here in the next couple of minutes, we'll have a new forecast update, especially again, because of these models that are coming out. This is 4 a.m. Again, this is in about the next 30 minutes or so, and you could see snow across the entire area. I'm sorry, I'm just reading the comments here. The forecast for the time being is anywhere between 10 inches and 16 inches across the tri-state. So again, the snow is just going to continue to cover the tri-state. Again, widespread snow, and that will continue. Okay, so this is where things start to change a little bit. This new update that came in, again, sleet down in the south. We've been talking about this all day, but you can see here how it's starting to expand a little bit more into some of our Ohio counties, Browns, Adams County, seeing more sleet expected here. And you can see this if we go forward a little bit more, how it starts going into Highland County a little bit more as well. And we start to see some of that convection over to the south. And this is when we could see some of that thunder snow possible out there. Anywhere that's seeing sleet could very well see lower snowfall totals. And so we're just are watching this line really closely as it's moving in, because again, when you start to have the sleet move up the way it's doing, this is going to show lower snowfall totals. And you can see how that kind of persists here. And we're going to continue to update you guys, because we're watching out very closely for this frozen thaw line here, especially as we move into tomorrow afternoon. That could really affect some people's snowfall totals here moving forward. And like you see there, again, snow is going to continue to cover most of the tri-state going into tomorrow evening. So we're going to continue to watch, again, the snowfall, 7 o'clock. You'll see all of that start to move out, and we'll be left with drier conditions, but a lot of snow on our hands to deal with. Again, the snowfall totals from right now is between 10 inches and between 16 inches. But I do think we are going to expand this sleet region here, this hatched region, might even expand up into Highland County here, especially with the new model runs that are coming out. We might just see a little bit more sleet than we are expecting, but those heavier batches of snow the heavier batches of snow here are starting to move in. I can go back to those, show you what that looks like. It's definitely coming down pretty hard right now, and that'll continue to be the case over the next several hours, and that's when we see the most accumulation happening, is in these really early morning hours here. And you can see where the darker blues are starting to push through the tri-state and in the Cincinnati area, and that'll, again, keep happening over the next hour or so. I want to show you guys this limited visibility of our camera. Again, heavier snow starting to make its way down. Heavier snowfall starting to make its way down, but just be hyper aware to not be on the roads right now. It's not going to be great out there. We just want to keep everybody safe. A lot of snow is on the way. But this is what we're expecting right now. And the snow, the problem with this snow is that it's going to stay cold, and so it's going to be lingering around for the next couple of days, and even past this. So we'll continue to see whatever snow that falls for the next several days. We're just going to stay so cold that you really won't see any significant change, and it's also going to be so cold that the salt isn't going to melt any of the snow either, so that's not helping. And so again, the snow is going to be around for a while, so I would just be prepared to stay indoors and not drive anywhere. There is more of that heavier snow again on the way. Let's go to this other snow forecast total so I can show you guys how this really trickles in. As we move into the early morning hours here, we're near sunrise. Again, 6, 7 o'clock will be between that 3, 4, 5 inches there. And then by the time we reach the afternoon, we'll be closer to the 7s, 8s, 9s. And then we'll see the double digits, even the 12s, 13s, going into the later evening hours on Sunday. A few isolated heavier pockets could lead up to 16. Yes, but heavier pockets are on the way. I know that it's starting off pretty slow compared to those snowfall totals, but we will be seeing those heavier bands move in, and you can see them here. They're starting to make their way in. This is going to lower visibility, slick the roads up, and add a significant amount of snow out there. So that's my update for you guys. I'm going to go ahead, log off. You guys can see me at the top of the hour on the Fox 19 channel app, and then me, Catherine, or Aaron will be up here at the next 30 minutes. So this is what we're looking at, and we'll have an update for you guys really soon. Stay safe.